Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing okay. And today, I'm going to be bringing you your unbiased Premier League show where we take a look at some of the weekend's fixtures. But before we get into the video, make sure if you're new here to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. On the content side, things you can expect to see all kinds of Tottenham Hotspur content, whether it be match previews, match reviews, player ratings, predicted lineups, Tottenham updates, transfer updates, debriefs, day after shows, and unbiased Premier League shows after every single Tottenham Hotspur game, the whole shebang. So make sure to smash that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, man, does it feel good to be back doing another unbiased Premier League show. We haven't done one of these in 2 weeks ever since the international break, as I say, and you know, we've been starved of football. It's been a boring 2 weeks of international football. If I'm being 100% honest, my love for international football has slowly died down, and it's been fantastic to see the Premier League back. Although Spurs' result and Tottenham result didn't go the way I wanted it to, there was plenty more enjoyable and fast-paced, fantastic football to enjoy, as I say. So some fantastic fixtures, fantastic games this weekend. Without further ado, let's run through them. So, we'll start things off with Saturday's 12:30 kickoff. It was Chelsea versus West Bromwich Albion. I was like, yes, football's back. I'll sit down and watch this one. Probably going to be more of a boring game, I'd say. I think Tuchel will shut up shop, as I say. Play progressive football like normal. Maybe they'll score 1 or 2 goals. It'll end like that. 1 or 2-0 Chelsea. That's what I predicted. Man, was I wrong. West Bromwich Albion came out, and they came out to play. West Bromwich Albion, right? West Bromwich Albion 19th in the league. West Bromwich Albion probably going to go down. West Bromwich Albion with Sam Allardyce as their manager, 5. Chelsea undefeated under Thomas Tuchel, as to say, 4th place at the time of this fixture, 2. West Bromwich Albion 5. Chelsea 2. Absolutely mind blown. I never saw this one coming, and I'll run through some of the stuff in the game, as I say. So Chelsea score early on, and it just seems it's going to be, you know, another day in the office, another good day in the office for Thomas Tuchel and this group of players. I thought the team selection and the lineup was a little strange, but I thought, you know, it's good enough to go out there and get the job done against West Bromwich Albion. So they score early. I'm like, yeah, they're going to shut up shop now, play even more defensive football, play more progressive football up the pitch, and maybe score another 1 or 2, you know, maybe just keep it like this, and it may end 1-0. And West Bromwich Albion just come out. They come out, as I say, 2 goals straight after this, and at half-time, Chelsea are 2-1 down. And, you know, with a man down as well, Thiago Silva got a red card. Now, my thoughts and opinions on this, right? I don't think it was a red card. I think Thiago Silva had to go in there. I think he had to make the block. But with the modern-day football rules, it has to be. You know, it has to be a foul if you clip him. And I don't agree with it, but you have to follow by the rule book, and I don't think it was a red card, you know. Yes, it was a foul because he didn't get the ball, clearly, but he went in there for a block, and in my opinion, it was not a red card. So I think they got that one wrong, but I'd say Chelsea went down to 10 men, and things just collapsed after half-time. You know, they were looking quite good. I thought, yeah, they'll probably come back into this, and all of a sudden, what a goal. What a belter from Pereira. It was a fantastic ball in. First touch, absolutely smashes it into the roof of the net. 3-1 West Brom, and from there, West Brom just absolutely destroyed Chelsea, right? As I say, 3-1 West Brom. After this, it was 4-1 West Brom. I was like, bloody hell, this one's going to end about 6 or 7-1 West Bromwich Albion, and Chelsea score. I'm like, they may come back and get a draw, and then West Bromwich Albion score again. And it goes to show the magic of Premier League football, and why I believe the Premier League is the best footballing league in the world. It's so unpredictable with so many good teams, and you know, that goes to show Chelsea were in the Champions League quarterfinals and are looking likely to get into the Champions League semis. Chelsea were in the FA Cup semi-finals as well, you know, and are probably going to get top 4 most likely in the Premier League. Just got absolutely thrashed and taught a lesson by West Bromwich Albion, who are 19th, you know. You won't see that type of stuff in many other leagues. So I thought, incredible game, very, very good game. Fair play to West Brom, they outclassed Chelsea. Chelsea, stop playing out from the back when it isn't working in the game. That's all I have to say about them. That takes us on to the next game. There were some fantastic games this game week, as I say. I'm running through them now. But up next, we had Leeds United versus Sheffield United, the Yorkshire derby. Bit of a slow-paced game, if I'm being 100% honest, but Leeds did win this one by 2-1, as I say. The own goal from Jagielka finished off the game. And fair play to Leeds. It's a massive 3 points for them. You know, massive 3 points. I thought Sheffield United, they've not played bad football this season. They've just haven't got over the line. There's been so many occasions when it's been one or another teams have scored late in the game, like Jamie Vardy earlier in the season against Leicester. This one with the own goal from Jagielka, as saying, it really is gutting for them because there's no two ways about it. They're going down this season. And honestly, you know, I think it was wrong. I think it was wrong to sack, well, they say they didn't sack him. They say basically he left, but I think they sacked him. It was Chris Wilder, and I think it was wrong that he lost his job. I really do think it was wrong, because every single season he's come here, he just went up and up and up. He took Sheffield from a side that was nearly going down into the conference, and within 10 years basically made them a Premier League stable last season, finishing 8th. And, you know, this season was the first ever season where he's not actually progressing with Sheffield United. And honestly, I am gutted for Sheffield, because they've played some very entertaining football in their time in the Premier. They will be going down this season. And as I say, you know, best of luck to them in the Championship, and hopefully we can see them again in the Premier League soon. But what a performance from Leeds United. They just did not let Sheffield off the hook. They kept on going at them, kept on playing attacking, and eventually broke through them. And, you know, it really is something that I admire Bielsa and Leeds United for, that they never change their tactics. Every single game, they go out there, they give it their all, they attack. And a lot of the time it does work. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it goes to show, you know, a side that were almost favourites to go down. Many thought they'd finish 17th or 18th, as I say, maybe just escape relegation, has basically cemented themselves as another Premier League stable, and have cemented themselves that they'll be there next season, as I say. And it's an incredible journey. I really do respect Leeds United. Big win for them, as I say, and yeah. Best of luck to Leeds United. Maybe next season or the season after that, if Bielsa's still here, they can make a push for European football. But as I say, fantastic win for them. And that takes us on to Saturday's 5:30 kickoff, Manchester City versus Leicester, right? Not the best game, but City got the job done. City absolutely outclassed Leicester. They sat back well, they defended well, they didn't let Leicester break through them at all. You know, they patiently waited for their opportunities. They got like 3 or 4 opportunities and they took them both. They took, you know, 2 out of 4 shots, I believe it was. So they were very clinical on goal. They were very clinical on goal. As I say, they took their chances, and it really did pay off. Defensively, I thought they were fantastic to watch. Leicester barely got over their own half, because City would press them so high and, you know, be so fantastic, as I say. And the times where Leicester did get it past their own halfway line, as I say, past their half, then City would just, you know, they get this fantastic shape, and they will go on to win the Premier League this season. And what started off as such an unpredictable season has now turned into a predictable season. And I'm thinking to myself, how did I not see this? You know, season, lots of clubs in trouble who can't afford to pay for the best players. City, fantastic bench, fantastic team. It should have been predictable. And those who predicted Manchester City to win the league, fair play. Because I predicted Liverpool would win this one, and you're spot on. You thought it through, unlike me. But as I say, you know, really good game to watch, honestly. It wasn't the most entertaining, but fantastic to see how good City were in this game. They just shut up shop, as I say, late on in the game. You know, kept a clean sheet. I thought Edison was really good in the game. They had some fantastic players. Mendy's goal was brilliant as well. You know, does his man, slots it straight into the back of the net. Really nice finisher, if I'm being honest. And yeah, big win for Manchester City, as they will go on to win the Premier League. But the question is, will they just win the Premier League, or will they win the Prem and the FA Cup, or will they win the Prem, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, or will they win the Prem, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup and the Champions League? Only time will tell. It's going to be very interesting, as I say. But yeah, big win for Manchester City, as I say. And that takes us on to Saturday's 8 o'clock kickoff. A very strange 8 o'clock kickoff, but it is the future of football. It was Liverpool versus Arsenal. Poor performance from Arsenal, constantly giving possession away, woeful defensively, and Liverpool really did capitalise. Capitalise, and they've had quite a bad run for quite a while, losing 1-0 to Fulham, 1-0 to Burnley, 1-0 to Brighton, as I say. But ever since that second Leipzig game, they've really picked themselves up and, you know, come back from this international break to claim a big win, which will go far in their top 4 hopes. As I say, they've got a Champions League fixture tonight against Real Madrid. That's going to be interesting. As I say, they've got some tough fixtures coming up, but in my opinion, I think they will get top 4. As much as I want Tottenham to get top 4, I do think top 4. I think it will be Manchester City, as I say, Manchester United. I think third will be Leicester. Yeah, third Leicester, and 4th to Liverpool. Maybe Liverpool may overtake Leicester as the season goes on, but I really do want Spurs to get top 4. But with the form Liverpool are on right now, they're doing fantastic. You know, their last win was against Wolves, a big win against them. We'll get to Wolves later in this video. I say a big win against them, and a big win for them against Arsenal. I say Arsenal were really sloppy, but Liverpool capitalised, scored 3 goals, job done. Mo Salah was the star of the show. Jota as well with 2 goals. You know, the first one was really, really nice as well. Just beautiful header, just way too much for Leno. And, you know, his second goal was really, really nice finish. Clean finish, as I say. So, 3-0 Liverpool, big win in their top 4 hopes, as I say. And a massive win that will give them confidence for their fixture against Real Madrid in the Champions League. So, fair play to Liverpool, as I say. It's not the result we probably wanted, but hey-ho, there you go. You don't always get what you want in life. And we found that out at Sunday at 2 o'clock. But we'll get to Sunday at 2 o'clock in a minute. We'll start things off with Sunday at 12 o'clock. What a comeback. What a bloody game. This one was absolutely fantastic. Southampton 3, Burnley 2, right? Southampton 3, Burnley 2. Entertaining game as anything, right? Burnley is a side who everyone associates with just parking the bus, sitting back and being very defensive and just a very scrappy team. Played some beautiful football like prime Barcelona back in 2008 at the beginning of this game, just like they did the Everton one before. And they're playing some really, really good football, Burnley. They're getting some good results as well, as it goes to show they really do want to stay up in this Premier League. And what Sean Dyche has done with Burnley is fantastic, I'd say. So they scored 2 goals early on, as I say, and I just think Southampton are going to get ripped to shreds. They have so many chances to make it 3 in that first half. But then Southampton score before half-time. They score after half-time. And then they score again. Southampton with a fantastic comeback. 3 goals coming back, as I say, from 2-0 down to win it 3-2. Fantastic comeback. And a big, big 3 points. They needed those 3 points and they got those 3 points. So, fair play to Southampton, as I say. And, yeah, very, very entertaining fixture. And that takes us on to Sunday's 2 o'clock, or 2:05, I should say. Newcastle United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Now, I've given my thoughts on Tottenham's performances on many other videos. Go and check out those videos, whether it be the debrief, as I say, whether it be the Jose video I did yesterday on the live stream, whether it be the instant match reaction, whether it be the day after show. Check out all the content I did on the Newcastle game, as I say. But, yeah, I'll talk about more so Newcastle's performance than I will Tottenham's, because as I've discussed that, and I think Newcastle were very, very good defensively. They were good. They were patient, as I say. Kane ripped through them with those 2 second goals, but they look so fantastic. And Tottenham really did play into their hands. We played into their hands as the game went on, and they were really, really good. They patiently waited for their chances. They took their chances, as I say. Fantastic strike by Joe Willock. And yeah, big point for them. Big point. Do I think Newcastle will stay up? No, because you see some of their fixtures that they've got coming up. They've got some very tough fixtures, the likes of City, Liverpool. You know, they've got some very, very tough games coming up. So I don't think they will stay up. When you look at the likes of Fulham's next fixtures, they are winnable. West Bromwich Albion, maybe. Who's to rule out West Bromwich Albion staying up? Honestly, especially after a 5-2 win like that against Chelsea, which will bring their team so much confidence. I don't think Brighton will go down either. But, as I say, we'll get to Brighton later. Speaking of Fulham, though, Aston Villa 3, Fulham 1. That was the next fixture. It was Sunday, 4:30. And Fulham scored early goal. Mitrovic does the keeper. You know, nice finish, as I say. No messing about from him. But Trezeguet in this game, absolutely phenomenal, man. 2 beautiful goals. Beautifully finished. You know, touch, bang, goal. As I say, he did that twice in this game. The other goal was really nice, but Trezeguet was really the star of the show. Fantastic goals from him. Big win for Aston Villa, as I say. I don't think they get European football, but I do think it's a big win for them, and it's a big win for them cementing their Premier League stay. As I say, I think they'll be in the Prem next season as well, because they've been so good this season. And the side, as I say, that were fighting to stay up last season has cemented themselves as a Premier League stable this season, who are most likely going to finish mid-table, a bit like Leeds United, as I say. Big win for them. Not good at all from Fulham, though. I thought Fulham was sloppy, as I say. They weren't good enough, in my opinion. And, yeah, they needed this win. They needed this win more than anything, and they didn't get it. So, gutting for Fulham, as I say, but big win for Aston Villa. And that takes us on to Sunday's last game. Manchester United 2, Brighton 1. What a game. What a game. What a delectable splendour of football medley, as Rory Jennings would say. It was a really good game, as I say. I really did enjoy watching this one. When Brighton went 1-0 up, as I say, I thought this I didn't have a feeling at any time during this that Manchester United wouldn't crawl back, and they wouldn't crawl it back, that they wouldn't pick up all 3 points, because I just had that feeling. It's Manchester United, they've done it before in many games. You know, they're not going to lose this game. They're going to pick up at least a draw, if not a win. And they did pick up a win with Mason Greenwood being the star of the show. Really nice goal from him, as I say. And yeah, they came back into it, claiming a big 3 points for Manchester United. So fair play to them. Brighton gutting for them, but they've had some fantastic performances as of late, you know. 2 wins in a row, 2 fantastic wins in a row. The 2-1 against Southampton, that was massive. A really, really good performance just a couple of weeks ago. And then, you know, right before the international break, beating Newcastle 3-0. And it's gutting for them, but they put up one hell of a fight. And, you know, fair play to them, especially against second in the league. So, Brighton, not a bad performance, but they need to bring a bit more to the table. United, good comeback, but started the first half off sloppy. And there's one thing I can't understand. Why does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, why does he persist in playing Fred and McTominay? McFred does not work. I don't think it works. I really don't. Because all he does is gets himself behind the defender or gets himself in front of Danny Welbeck and whoever's playing up top for Brighton. As he just gets behind them so they can't make a pass to Fred. He thinks he's holding up play. He's not at all, actually. All he's doing is giving them more space to make passes. As I say, I think Fred's awful. I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United. McTominay, he's good, but he's more of an attacking midfielder. He's not a defensive midfielder, in my opinion. But those are my thoughts on Manchester United. My only criticism, I don't think Fred was the greatest, but Greenwood gets man of the match for me. He was really, really good. And that takes us on to Monday Night Football. We had 2 games to go through on Monday night. Everton won, Crystal Palace won. Sloppy, really, really sloppy from Everton. They went 1-0 up early. Sloppy, waited too long. Palace capitalised. Good goals from each team. As I say, 1-0. You know, I think it's a fair result for both teams. So as I say, you know, Everton needed that win. Crystal Palace, they needed to pick something out of this game. Everton, especially if they still believe they can make a push for European football, which I still think they can. It's that type of season. So, yeah, gutting for Everton fans. Crystal Palace fans, I think they can take the positives out of this one, especially coming back as well and scoring that goal. Something I've seen with Palace all season. They're very patient in the way that they'll wait to score another goal. So I'd say impressive from both teams. More so Palace, they kind of impressed me in this game. Everton, sloppy in the second half. Brilliant in the first half, but sloppy in the second half. And that takes us on to Monday night's second game. Monday night's second game, as I say, the last game of the weekend. West Ham United 3, Wolves 2. Best game of the weekend, without a doubt. Better than the Chelsea game. You know, better than the Southampton game. Better than the Liverpool game. Best game of the weekend. This one was phenomenal. Half an hour in, we find ourselves in the same position as we did when West Ham were taking on Arsenal when they're 3-0 up. And I thought this one could end about 6-0, honestly, because Jesse Lingard, man, he was incredible. Covering so much space on the pitch, I say. So positionally aware. Lovely goal. Got an assist as well. He ran through the whole team. Spectacular. If I'm Southgate, I'm saying, right, mate, I'm taking you to the Euros. Because it's not about who's the better player. It's all about form for me when it comes to the Euros, as I say. And Southgate better be like, I'm taking you to the Euros, bud. Because he was incredible. Jesse Lingard was incredible. And then Adama Traore to score Wolves' first goal. What skill. That guy's absolutely incredible. Just runs through about 3 or 4 players, puts in a pitch perfect cross, as I say. Fantastic ball in, whips it straight in onto the head. Fantastic goal. Best goal of the night, in my opinion. And, you know, the second goal as well from Wolves. Really, really nice finish from Fabio Silva, but it was not enough to get the job done. It was not enough to get the job done. And it's gutting for Wolves, as I say, but you know, the comeback just about falls short. But a big 3 points for West Ham United as they make a push for top 4. And for me, that 4th place is all over the place. Because in my opinion, City will win the league, obviously. United have cemented themselves as getting 2nd place. Surely now. Surely United aren't going to drop out of top 4, especially from 2nd place, which I think would be a successful season for them, even if they can win the Europa League as well. But as I say, I don't think they'll drop out of top 4, Manchester United. So 4th place for me, as I say, Leicester, maybe that spot's up for contention. I don't think so. But 4th place for me, West Ham United, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, you know, maybe Everton, maybe you could say Everton, and Chelsea. Those are the teams in contention for 4th place, in my opinion. As I say, it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be a good end to the season, and I cannot wait to see what happens. Nevertheless, this has been the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. As I say, it's fantastic to be doing yet another Unbiased Premier League show. We haven't done one in 2 weeks. As I say, it's been fantastic. Thank you all for watching. And as always, come on, you Lily Whites.